This is the packaging of Wolverine in his yellow costume. This is the side of the card art. And that's the back of the package. Going to open this up and continue the review. This is Wolverine out of the package, and let's take a look. Wolverine comes with these 2 arm cables and is part of the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure, and that takes 7 parts to complete. He is almost 6 inches tall. He does have a pair of accessories, which is closed fists without the claws, which we'll get to in the review. Figure itself, Hasbro has done an incredible job. This is possibly the best Wolverine in his classic yellow costume in 6-inch scale. And this is so well done. Much better than previous attempts by Hasbro. And Wolverine, Hasbro did an incredible job on the brown costume and now the yellow costume. And let's take a look. Excuse the paint app's imperfection there. That's just a quality control. But look at this head sculpt. So nicely done. The detailing work on it. These stripes are painted on, and the belt is loose. It has the X symbol. But what's really nice is the shoulder area for his shoulder pads. They attached it on the shoulder joint there. So this was probably the best way to go in terms of how to make it. Because it's tough to always figure this part out. Sometimes they attach it to the shoulder area and it doesn't look right. But this, nicely done. And he has that butterfly articulation point, which Hasbro doesn't use a lot, but it really helps out on a figure such as Wolverine. And they got all the costume detailing right. Look at this. The boot design. As for the claws, they are soft plastic and you can move it around. So it does get out of position. What's really nice and unique is you can remove the claws for each hand. So you could remove all 6 claws, which is a nice feature. But since you could remove the claws and it is a closed fist, it kind of makes the other hand swap not necessary, but we'll swap it out. And this is Wolverine with the closed fists and no claws hand pair. Compared to the hands with the claws. As you could tell, the figure design, really nice. And if you compare it to Sabretooth, which is also out in this same series, they are scaled just right. Sabretooth is bigger, and that looks right. So, good job by Hasbro. As for the articulation, head on a ball joint, good range down, up, to the sides. Shoulder area, ball jointed, up or down, in or out, and swivel bicep. And this does not get in the way. Has a double elbow articulation. The wrists you can't spin, go in or out. And as mentioned, the butterfly articulation really helps with the arm posing. Look at that. Has upper torso articulation, good range, and swivel waist. Hips in a ball joint, and up and down. Swivel thighs. Double knee articulation, and there's articulation right at the calf, right there. You can move at the boot top, and the ankles on the ball joint, up, down, to the sides. Hasbro did an incredible job on this Wolverine action figure, especially in his yellow costume. and I'm going to get my final thoughts about it in a moment. So overall, what do I think of this Wolverine in his classic yellow costume? And simply put, this is one of Hasbro's best Wolverine action figures. You really can't get much better than this in terms of his classic costume. The height, the articulation, the overall sculpting detail, the face sculpt, the claws, which are removable and it helps you could pose it, swap out hands. A fantastic Wolverine, this being part of the Apocalypse wave. I guess the only little thing it could have included as an extra would have been an unmasked head, because they gave that in the brown costume on the vintage line. And so other than that, really, this is just a fantastic Wolverine. If you want one for your collection, you really can't go wrong with this figure. Well made, has it all. And so that's the review, and thanks for watching.